public int hits left property to both get and set that. Public get and set. Get return hits left. Set hits left is equal to value. Alright. So that's all we really need for our ship class in our fields and properties. For now. So now we need to add a region called collision method. And let's end region. Now, the collision method is implemented inside the parent class, which is gameplay object. So all we need to do is we need to do public override, and we get a list of methods to override, and let's choose collision. Now, this collides two objects. One of it is this. This refers to the current object you're referring to. So the object that is called. If you say p.collision, this refers to p. And the second target is called target. And you can leave base.collision up here if you want to, but we know that in our gameplay object nothing is in here, so we don't really need to call it. It's just wasting another call. So let's actually delete that. Alright, so we need to determine if it's a... We will not actually implement this yet. We need the bullet and we need the enemy sprite, enemy classes to start doing this. But what we're going to do is we need to determine if it's a bullet or it's an enemy. And we need to do sort of different things depending on what's going on here. So we'll just leave this like it is for now, and we'll get back to it later on. Alright, so now what we need to do is one final method, region, let's just call it public methods, in case you want to create your own, more of your own, and region. And let's just call this public void damage. And it's going to damage. We do not want to pass it anything, so we just want to decrease hits left. Hits left minus minus. Now, if there's less than 0 hits left, we should be dead. So if hits left is less than 0, die. And where is die? If you look in the gameplay object, die is in the update and draw section. Dying, dead, collision, and die. And all die does is if the object is active and the die time is 0, it just is not 0, it will set it to the object is dying. Now if the die time is 0, it sets it to dead. Why do we have die time? If you want to add like an explosion or make the ship travel in a circle and fly out the window, you need to have die time. So that way you can perform actions if it's dying, like right here. Or if it's dead, you want to perform like a collision or a particle system when it's dead, just override this and throw a new particle system and go from there. So we can actually override the die, we can override the dying, we can override the dead, we can override anything we want to. But for right now, we're just going to leave it like this. Alright, so that's it for the ship class. Next tutorial, we'll discuss the bullet. We'll build our bullet class, and we will go from there, and we need to do all sorts of stuff depending on if the source of the bullet is a player or the source of the bullet is a enemy. So we need to partially build the bullet class, then we need to partially build the player, partially build the enemy, and then finally we'll finalize all this stuff into one giant tutorial. So I hope to see you next time.